Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cop for That. And Cop for That, you absolute dark art cheating Geordie Buttes. Yes, I am your host, Mark Dutton, the one, the only, and that is gunshots going off in the background, by the way. I guess some people are getting their hunt on around here, but we're back at the Big Red Barn in Connecticut to talk about Liverpool versus Newcastle United at Anfield. A massive game. The up-and-coming Newcastle with all the money they've spent over the last couple of years. And Liverpool, maybe some would say a wounded animal as they came into this game off the back of their 2 ties and 1 loss. And then a 9-0 destruction just a few days earlier. So, very similar team. Midfield, Henderson, Fabinho and Harvey Elliott. Defence was the same. Attack was the same as the last game. Really positive start. Again, possession over the course of the game. Liverpool dominate. Newcastle just dark-hearting it right from the start. Falling down a lot. Getting cramp every 5 seconds. I've never seen so many players get cramp in my entire life. Players are getting cramp every time they play Liverpool. But Klopp was all switched on to this. On the ref the whole time. Hey, ref, keep adding that time on, lad. Keep adding that time. And we'll probably, see some moments of brilliance towards the end when the dark arts are smashed right in his face. Little mildew of shenanigans going on at the end of the game. So, again, you just know the other team is going to score, right? Because that's the way Liverpool are playing at the moment. I don't know, I think we miss Mane. We talked about it briefly on the last video. And we score 9 and Mohamed Ahmad, Bruce Lee, Salah doesn't get on the end of any single sniff of an opportunity. And you're saying, was Mane the driving force? Was he the guy? I definitely think he unlocks the press. And I think, unlike Salah and Bobby playing so deep, I just don't think that press is on the way Mane used to engage it. I don't think Diaz is just there yet. But, we just know a goal is going to come. It's going to come. We just can't keep clean sheet at the moment. We look vulnerable constantly, and I think we were vulnerable constantly last year and the year before that. I just don't think we got punished for it. Alisson would make a save or VAR would give it as offside. So I just think we got away with a lot of very, very fine marginal moments in games, and we got all the luck that went our way. I haven't seen it. I was even thinking going into half time, I'm like, we haven't scored the last minute goal at the end of the half. We were doing that constantly. We'd be down and we score before half time, and then boom, second half, we'd blitz teams, you know what I mean? Scoring 3s and 4s. But big fan of Bobby Firmino being back in the team. So like I said, Newcastle were just really sitting deep, playing with a back 5, then going to a midfield with 5 with 1 sitting. Just didn't want to swallow that bug. Jesus. Just the way their midfield sat in defensively, they looked safe. We didn't really ever, trouble them. Stats at the end of the game will tell you that we had lots of shots. I think we had 26, but I think only 5 were on target throughout the course of the game. It's just not good enough, is it? But again, the low block is becoming the penalty area block with so many players and congested areas. I think we're going to see a lot more deflected goals this season. And again, we're knocking on the door, and then they brought on the number 14. He's playing in this game. He's just got his clearance to come in. Isaac. And he's a beast. The number 14, like I said, beast, class. And he scores a beautiful goal. Alisson couldn't have saved it. He comes out, does a starfish like Michael. But he hits it with power over him, clips the bar and goes in the back of the old onion bag, as they say. And it was a shame, to be fair, because, again, Liverpool had played well, but not really shown anything. It was a mistake by Trent as well. He tries to play a diagonal ball over to Robbo, and he does it randomly. He'll just totally mess it up, and he does, and it breaks to us. There's a couple of moments where Henderson gets a touch then on the edge of the box, and it breaks right to them. Takes a touch, slots it in the space between Van Dijk and Fabinho. He has a bit of a mare with this as well, because Fabinho drops out into centre-back when Van Dijk goes to left-back, because Robbo's just out of the picture and he's 60 yards behind the play because he's trying to play left striker. From what we're looking at this season, it's ridiculous how high he is. And then because he doesn't get the diagonal ball, he can't get back, and it just moves everyone around. But Fabinho doesn't stay in his shape, And then Henderson gives the ball away, steps out, and where Fabinho is, he steps out as well because in his head he's a centre mid. He's got to make that first press. And Van Dijk wasn't back inside, and he probably should have got back inside a little bit quicker to his position, and he would have intercepted that ball, but he didn't, and then they score. I mean, it was a class goal. So we go down 1-0, and again, it's just not good enough. We couldn't play, teams like this to bed, and putting them to bed comfortably. Salah's not in the game and he's just losing the ball constantly. Mane would fight and battle. I'm definitely saying that he was probably the stronger player out of the two. Going backwards and forwards, I think we'll have the Mane Salah debate. I think we'll see it all season. We just need something fresh in attack that isn't Mohamed Salah. Even though he's just signed a new contract and we've got him for a few years. Just doesn't look the same this season. I don't know. Like I said, I'm missing what Mane brings to this team. So we get back in the game. I mean, I'll tell you what, Harvey Elliott, what a player. I mean, I'm a Jordan Henderson fan, massive Jordan Henderson fan. I've been forever. But Harvey Elliott is just next level. Like, he's just gravy, isn't he? He's absolute, have a pint of gravy down the side of the chippy, lad. Just have a go with that. Unbelievable, just runs and he presses and he attacks and he's good on the ball and he turns and he changes direction with an ease. He's just a beast, isn't he? He's a beast. I'm a big fan, and he's just becoming better and better. I can see why Klopp tried to put him in, a season ago when he broke his leg. He was going to be his main centre midfielder with Thiago not being there. I don't think we miss him. But Jordan, I love you. You're one of my favourite players ever for this club. But I think it's time to take a break and have a sit on the old bench. I mean, even bringing on James Milner for Trent was not a bad call by Klopp. I mean, him and Robinson haven't really done well recently or this season. I mean, Trent scored a screamer in the last game. But again, I think he's trying to get himself to be like that next centre midfielder. I could see a midfield of Elliott and Trent with Fabinho. I could see that, defo. But we've got a young midfield. They're all going to be coming through. And Carvalho, again, what's he got to do to get a start? This could have been perfect for him today. Little start instead of Henderson, right? Could have played Carvalho with Elliott and Fabinho. We'd be sound with that. I think the reporters were talking to him about playing the younger kids. And he's like, I'd be comfortable playing the three of them. There's another young lad that just made his debut as well. And I think he's 17. Jesus. These bugs are horrible. Ugh, the pains and sufferings of coming to the Big Red Barn to do a cop for that. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Come ahead, I need some more subscribers. This is boss content, this, from Connecticut, talking about the mighty Reds, the Big Red Machine, and I'm a coach, I know me stuff, so like the channel, come ahead, sort it out, lads. Anyway, Carvalho turned around to me son, Conway, and when Carvalho will win this game, we're losing 1-0 at the time. Like, Carvalho's got this, lad. Boss comes on, he's class. But Elliott, what a player. So Elliott comes on, so we score, we get the equaliser. It's a nice goal, like just beautiful work down the right side, and a ball played into Bobby Firmino, just strokes it first time. Nick Pope, who's a big beast by the way, couldn't save it. Went nice in the bottom corner, it was class. So then, again, all the dark arts are coming out. Newcastle constantly falling on the ground, diving, pretending to be hurt, cramped for days. And I'm not being funny, but referee, sort your life out, lad. If a lad goes down with cramp, bollocks to him. It's not a head injury. What are you stopping the game for? Every time a lad sat down and be like that, and what? Play on. Oh, it was despicable, disgraceful, dark arts, and Klopp was losing his share. He was losing it on the sidelines. He was going all kinds of red and purple and pink, just like smoke coming out of his ears. He was not a happy camper. But I get it, dark arts. I'm all about the dark arts. Me, I love a little dive, little 1v1 ref. You watching? Falling over and diving. Class. I've won many a penalty kick off some of my best mates. Little tug of the shirt. I've even grabbed my own shirt once, stretched it out, and fell on the ground. The referee said, "Sure, Paul, give me a penalty," and I dived. It's class anyway. So, yeah, dark hearts, but big fan. So, but Newcastle were doing it to the max. I've never seen so many players on the ground. They were all laughing at each other on the deck. Oh, I've cut my face, I've hurt my knee. Oh my God, it was horrendous. But fair play. The referee and Klopp had a few conversations, and the ref's like, "I got you, Klopp's the lad. I got you." Well, 5 minutes of stoppage time, I'll give you an extra 4. How about that, Klopp's there? Extra 4 minutes, lad, for all the dark arts that are going on. And he did, you know, he lashed them on. So ball comes in, it's like in the air. Salah goes up half, misses it, goes in the air. I think Gomez jumps up and heads it again. And then it was back to Salah, like hits off his shoulder blade and goes up. And then it drops, and the defender's about to knee it away. And he tiger volleys it, like brilliant. It was like playing, what was that video game? Street Fighter. And he just tiger knees the ball, whoo, straight off the crossbar into the back of the net. Being attacked by trees now as well. Everything's going on, flies and trees. Look at this branch, piss off. Go ahead, do one, branch. See? I'll teach you, lad, I'll teach you. Mess with me, branch. Must be an Everton branch. Piss off, Everton branch. Anyway, moving back to the game, Carvalho. Ah! And I'm watching it with me lad in my father-in-law's house, and me and Carvalho are like, get in! Get in! Get in! Like going nuts, like, boss, I haven't cheered a goal like that for ages. It was absolutely fantastical. So, we win the game. It kicks off on the sidelines. It's a little bizarre. And then we really should start looking at the player ratings. What do you reckon? I mean, hey, tell you what, Klopp's did as well. Klopp goes ballistic, doesn't he? And you know, his normal, like, wee. He did about 50 of them, and the Kop were loving it. The Kop were absolutely milking it up. So let's do player ratings. Alisson didn't really do too much, did he? So let's go 5 for Alisson. Robbo looks knackered. He brings the Greek lad on again. Thought he was boss. So we'll do the two of them together. Robinson will give 5. The Greek lad will give a 6 because he had loads of the ball when he came on. Trent will give a 4. He looked knackered, gave the ball away for the goal. Then we go centre backs. Van Dijk didn't have a lot to do. We'll give him a 5. Next to him, Gomez. I'll give Gomez a 7. I'm liking Gomez. I hope he takes this chance. I hope he doesn't get injured. Yeah, give Gomez a 7, defo. Fabinho, in the game quite a bit, breaking up play. I'll give him a 6. Then we'll go with Super Bobby Firmino, scores a goal. Was effective, gets a 7. Yeah, we'll do 7 for him. Salah, he gets the assist off his back. Never really in the game. We'll give Mo a 5. You're generous. I miss you, Sadio Mane, 5. Then on the left side, Luis Diaz, the maniac, the Colombian mad lad. Gets on the ball a lot. He's creative, he attacks, he's strong, he's aggressive. He's all right, isn't he? We'll give him a 7. And then we'll go to Jordan Henderson. Oh, I love you, Jordan, but I'm giving you a 4. Your time's come, my friend. Move over, let the youngsters come in. James Milner off the bench. Milner was everywhere, playing right back. He's just the boss player, and we'll give Milner a 6 off the bench. And then we'll go with Harvey Elliott, and this will be my first ratings, and he will get my first 10. The boy was just a beast the entire game. Always wants the ball, always wants to be creative. He's starting to beat a man. He's his passion, his energy, his desire, his commitment. You could see him when he's on the badge, and he's just, I love this team, I love this team. And again, when he was away, he was playing for Blackburn, and he did that thing for Hillsborough. Just unbelievable. He's just an unbelievably brilliant young man, and he's going to go on and captain this team. And what a leader he'll be, because he's going to be absolutely boss. Remember the firework, and then Richarlison copied him a couple of weeks later. The Blues, and then he got off and went to Tottenham. I'm a blue, I'm a flare. Lashed it into the crowd, nearly set fire to half the stadium. Bloody unbelievable scene. Should have got a 20 match ban, never mind. And anyway, yeah, he went to Tottenham, where he's going to sit on the bench for the rest of his days. So that's it for the boss day. Liverpool come from behind. It's a beautiful day. I'm at the Big Red Barn. This is Duts. This has been Cough for that. Cough for that, you beauts. I used to love Newcastle as a kid, my second team. By the way, Nike, before I go, this shirt fits me. Boss, look at it. Look how boss this shirt fits me. Looks amazing. Looks like a fitted shirt. Looks class. Love it. Great job. How about telling us that you were going to make the new shirt like a garbage bag? Like the new, look how boss this looks on the shoulders and everything. Looks great, doesn't it? Can't wear me new shirt I spend $120 on, because it's massive. I look like a massive knobhead wearing this massive red shirt that just has no neck and just goes on forever. It's not a good shirt. You need to sort yourself out there, Nike. And if you're going to change the shirt design and make them massive for all the fat rocks to go to the match, you got to let the lads that are, I'm not a fat rock, but look at me chest. I definitely got a bit of beef about me. I'm not the average, skinny 17-year-old going the match in his skin tight, athletic, pitch ready wear. You know what I mean? I'm wearing something that's comfortable. And this was boss. You did a great job with this shirt and the red one, and then you made the new one. Shocking. Tell your customers, by the way, it's going to be massive. Don't get the size you normally get one lower. Anyway, that's me rant on about Nike. Sort it out, lads. Send me a new shirt if you want. Get me a large instead of an XL. That'd be class. All right, Duts, cough for that Newcastle, you Toon Army Buttes. And you work alone. Subscribe to the channel, like it. Come on, get it. Up the Reds.